Hello everybody, I'm Hawaiian Hillbilly. Welcome to another live stream. You guys know the routine. I've got to set up my laptop. I need to be able to monitor chat. So let me get that taken care of right quick. Let me throw a message in here, just for anybody who might come in. I wish I had a backlit keyboard. Okay, so I have that set up. I feel like I'm sitting inside like a tin can or something. I've got this real hollow sound. This is my first live stream from my new apartment. And I'm really excited about that. I've missed doing live streams. You may hear me talking more quiet and stuff here because, like I said, it sounds like I'm just in a barrel because my apartment is basically empty. And I really don't want my voice to disturb my neighbors. So I hope you guys can hear me okay. And the neighbors won't be able to hear me. Now I am playing on a much different TV than what I was before. It's a much smaller TV, but both of my TVs got damaged somehow during the move. So let's go inside here. We're going to play on Calm Lands today. I will eventually start a new No Man's Land. But for now, we're going to go to Calm Lands. And I know everything is active. I just want to make sure. I haven't been on here in, well, over a month now. But everything should be just as I left it, so I'll have to get used to playing it. Because the TV right now I got, like I said, it's a lot smaller than the one I'm used to playing on. And I've just got it sitting on the floor. So I'm having to look down at the floor. I'm just sitting in my, I guess it's called a gaming chair, is probably technically what it's called. And that's what I'm doing with it, so that's appropriate. I am playing a game with it. All right, we're loaded. Now, to be honest, guys, I don't know about the volume. I don't know how it is for you guys. I mean, I have volume control on my headset here. So I have it turned down like quite a bit. So I don't really know, but I do have the TV turned down to where I feel like it's not going to disturb my neighbors or anything like that. And right now with the headphones plugged in, of course it mutes the TV anyway, so I'm trying to look and just kind of look at the colors and stuff on this TV compared to the bigger TV that I'm used to. It does seem like the perspective changes a little bit with it being smaller, but it's just a visual kind of thing. Now, what did we need to do on this map? Oh, we have a field we can harvest. Let's look at the map, if we can figure it out again. I gotta relearn how to do all this stuff again. What button to push? We have 2 fields that are ready to harvest. So we will take care of both of those. Now, like I said, guys, I'm having to look down at the floor to see this TV screen, so it's going to take me a few minutes to get used to the perspective. But yeah, we have 2 fields that are ready to harvest. What it will do, I don't even know what's in this one. Or this one, actually. Let's go find out. There's another way to find out, but we can find out like this. I'll just run over here, catch the edge of this field. It'll tell us what we got. Wheat. And then, I'm not sure if we had, we may have had soybeans over here. I can't remember. See, this is soybeans. I bet this is soybeans. Yep. All right, so we have soybeans ready to harvest. Let's see, what do we want? Let's do soybeans first. We may as well. So we can just go get our harvester. Boy, that thing will put your eye out. Look here. Bam. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. I'm very happy to be back. I was just explaining that this is not where I'm going to start. I was just explaining that I'm playing on a different TV than what I've ever played on before. It's a lot smaller than the one I'm used to using. And I have it sitting down on the floor. It's not mounted on my wall. It's sitting on the floor in my new apartment, and I'm having to look down while I'm trying to play. I'm not used to playing from this perspective. But that's okay. I'm glad my daughter had this TV and was willing to let me use it specifically for this purpose, so I could do my live streaming. I don't know what happened to my other TVs when I was moving, but both of them got messed up. Oh, I forgot about this high-speed harvesting. Oh my goodness. So I hope you've been doing good. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've watched some of my other live streams, I'm glad you were able to catch this one because it's the first one in about a month and a half now since my situation began, but I'm in my own place now. Got all the utilities in my name and all that stuff, so nobody can mess me up in the future. I'm just glad to be back. I made some other videos also, update videos kinda. Oh, I missed some, back up. I think I missed a little bit right there. We could plow it under and it wouldn't matter, but it's not really necessary. Now, I'm actually going fast for harvesting. It's good for the helper, but it's not so good when I'm driving it. Okay, ooh, made one full rotation. I don't know where I want to start at. Maybe here? Yeah. We'll just start right there like that. Make sure I got everything. I might have missed something down at the other end. Oh, this is going to take a little bit of getting used to. Now, I was saying there when I first started this live stream that my apartment is empty. You may have seen the video I made, but my apartment is empty, so it kind of echoes. It sounds hollow. So until I can actually get some furniture and stuff in here to, I guess, absorb some of these sound waves, it's going to sound weird. But I don't think it'll sound weird as far as the video goes. But it sounds weird to me. And I just hope that it's not like the volume isn't amplified through the walls. Although I think my neighbors on either side, I know one side is empty, and I think on the other side the people are moving out. They may have already finished moving out. But there is somebody below me and above me, which will be good in the winter time, because that will help. I'll be able to, you know, take advantage of them heating their apartments, and maybe I won't have to heat mine so much. That'll help keep my electric down. I haven't had to pay bills in a while, because I was living with a different daughter. Not the daughter that let me use the TV, but one of her older sisters. I was living out there, sorry, and well, that came to an end. But the bills weren't in my name, so I didn't really have to pay them. I paid the Wi-Fi bill. It wasn't in my name either, but I paid it and they paid the other bills. Now I got to pay everything. So I'm going to just have to be careful. Pay attention to what I'm doing with the electric. Water is provided. Water and sewer. But the electric I have to pay for, the Wi-Fi. And of course I'm paying rent. see, I should probably go ahead and get a truck. Yeah, I think I'll use this one. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this is a lot different, this perspective. This TV is a lot smaller. And the fact that it's sitting on the floor, so I have to look down at it. I'm not used to that. Now I'm hoping that since I got my new apartment, I can do some other kind of videos also. Not just live streaming, although I want to do live streaming, but as things are right now, I am not eligible for live streaming on YouTube. I can do it with the PlayStation, but I can't do it with YouTube. So that's kind of like my next goal, is to be able to meet the requirements I need as far as YouTube is concerned, so I can do live streaming with my cell phone or some other camera, but probably my cell phone. Right now I'm limited. I have to use the PlayStation. I couldn't really do videos where I was living before. Other people in the house didn't want to be on camera and stuff like that, so I really just had to kind of honor their privacy and stuff. But now I can do videos whenever I want to. I just have to figure out what to make videos of. Because I still, it's not like I'm all of a sudden I'm going to have all these activities to do. I have a couple of ideas that I'd like to do for videos, but like I wouldn't mind doing like some jigsaw puzzles. That would be one thing I could do on videos, maybe some cooking videos. I don't cook, but it could still be kind of fun. Certain things I wouldn't mind making. I used to make, like for my kids when they were little. So I wouldn't mind doing that again. Fire that guy. Back up all the way to the back of the run. Now go. Haven't played in a while, guys. I got to get used to it again. Where are we at? 80%? I can't even read that number down there. I can't read what that number says. 96%. Let's go get in the truck. Get ready to offload. That got really loud when I jumped out of that harvester. It was really loud in my ears. I just turned my headphone volume down. Whew, that was like pretty loud. I leave that truck sit there. Yeah, it really is good to be back live streaming. And I really do appreciate the support too. I did post a couple of community posts just to try to keep everybody informed. I don't know if you read any of those or not, but I did post a couple of updates. And I did one video update after I got here too. I actually was just getting ready to do another one because like I said, both of my TVs somehow got damaged. Neither one of them I can use for live streaming. I can't really even watch them. They messed them up. But so I'm going to have to buy new TVs. But I was just getting ready to make another video, just letting everybody know that although I could make videos, I could not do live streaming because I didn't have a TV to live stream on. And then my daughter, yesterday, actually, on Friday, it's now Saturday night, 11:37 on a Saturday night. June 22nd? Yeah, June 22nd. 11:37 at night. On Friday, my daughter asked me if I'd like to use their TV. And I was like, yep. I sure would, because I can live stream with it. I'm not really a camera and a microphone kind of guy. I'm not. I don't really like being the center of attention and stuff like that, but I don't know, I like doing this stuff. The interacting is fun, and I've done a similar type of thing years ago, many years ago, before there was video live streaming like this. I mean, you could still live stream because you could use your webcam in a chat room, and I had my own chat room. Where I would just talk on the microphone, and I would have to read the chat, but that's okay. And then, of course, I had my webcam. So I did kind of get used to doing that kind of stuff way back in the day. But I haven't done anything like that in a long time. So I'm not like a TV personality kind of person. Or radio. I'm glad he backed up. But now he says he's done. That's crazy. He backed up and got the part that he missed. And I thought, whoa, I'm not going to have to do it. And then I had to do it. What is that over there? Now I think this time in this field we are going to plant corn. We'll do corn, sunflowers, corn, and then we'll go back to soybeans. And then in our wheat field, I think we'll just go to barley. We'll do wheat, then we'll do barley. And this time we'll cultivate. I think we're only going to plow on the days that we are going to plant soybeans. On that rotation we will plow. The rest of them will cultivate. Now I can see we've got to pay attention up here because they might miss the very corner. See that right there? Now he's going to say he's done because he backed up too far. I knew he was going to do that. But that's okay, that time I was prepared. He's going to keep doing it too. All right, 80% full again. I hope I don't make you dizzy with this camera. But I like watching it from different angles as it's turning and stuff, just so I can keep an eye on it and make sure I don't miss nothing. I wonder what caused that big gouge right there. That's interesting. It didn't do it that time. It actually did what it was supposed to. Very good. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I have missed doing this. I want to play some other games though too. Full on the tank right there, the grain tank. And so I'll run over here and get the truck. I want to play some other games. I'm not sure what games. I have Snow Runner. I don't know, I just can't really get into it that much. I might give it another try though. And then I have like Sniper Elite 5, but it's all through my PlayStation Plus account. But there are some other games on there I would probably like to try. I can't play fighting games and stuff like that, but I could probably try some other games. I'm going to get a premium account this time. Right now I have an extra account, the PlayStation Plus Extra, but I want to get the premium just because I can have more access to more games, most of which I can't play, but there might be a few in there that I wouldn't mind trying. I wouldn't mind trying like maybe a couple of the racing games or something. I have Gran Turismo Sport. I can't drive the car. I have an F1 game. I can't drive the car. I need the old school racing game where you just hit the X button. You don't worry about brakes because you really don't need them. That's my kind of racing. All right, you did it right that time again. All right, we've been live streaming for 30 minutes. Sometimes I forget that I'm live streaming actually. I kind of just get caught up in what I'm doing on the screen. I forget that I'm live streaming. I'm not talking. Of course, I don't guess there's anything that says you have to talk if you're live streaming. But I kind of do. I guess I talk quite a bit. Or it seems to me like I probably do. But I let there be some quiet times also. It depends on if I have anything to talk about. Alright, now this guy is done. Now let's go empty it. And then we will park this one. And this soybeans we're going to put we are going to put them in the silo. I'm not going to go sell those. We've got $3 million, so we're okay. We are going to be buying more land, and we're going to need $1 million for the potato equipment. But we're on our way to that. So we'll park this harvester and we'll use the newer one, which is over by the silos. We'll use it on the other field. We're going to use that one, as a matter of fact. Oh, well, that's not it. That's the harvester. Okay, what do we want? Yes. Now, thankfully, I can fertilize this field that that truck's sitting in. It'll fertilize underneath it. Because I kind of forgot that it was sitting there. I should have went and emptied it. I'll do that after I do this though. It'll take me a little bit to get back into the feel of the game again. I've had to start and stop recently a few times. Back up. Whoops. Back up. Forgot to let go of the gas button. Telling it to back up, and I'm still holding the forward trigger and the backup trigger at the same time. Like I said, it's going to take me it'll take me a little bit to get back into the gameplay part of it. And I'm glad to have you here with me. And if you watch this later, after it's been posted as a video, thank you very much. I appreciate that support as well. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please give that a consideration. Like I said, I am trying to get to the place where I can do live streaming on my cell phone, so I won't have to go through the PlayStation. And I am not there yet. I'm not even sure what the exact requirements are. I just know that I have not got there yet. Whoops. Okay, now we need the cultivator. That's not the cultivator. The cultivator must be up here. No. It sure isn't over there. Oh, come on. Excuse me. Okay. The cultivator must be down this way. It must be up here. I might as well repair this since we're right here next door. Let's see, repair. Yeah. That one we don't need to worry about. The one with the light on it, we need to repair it. This one we don't need to. We'll take care of that, but no paint. Now, where did I put... Oh, it's over there. Okay. I thought I might have put it over here when I picked up the plow, but whoop. There, that's what I was trying to do. I was having trouble doing it. Part of it is the angle at which I'm looking at this TV. Once it's up on a stand where I can look straight at it, it will be a little bit better. I'm just having trouble seeing what I'm doing. Yeah, let's just go back here like this. We'll start back here like this. Now there are a couple of spots that this cultivator misses over on the other side of the field. And I don't really know why. It's like it has a big bump in the field or something, and it makes it bounce over the top of it. Let's just let it cultivate on its own from right here and see how that works out. It's not going to be going the length of the field long ways like I like to do it, but no, we definitely got to keep an eye on it, make sure it don't pull out in that other field and start cultivating. And it very well could. Hopefully this one headland row is enough to make sure it doesn't. Okay. I think we're okay with the one headland row. So we're going to plant corn. I'm not going to get the planter started yet. But while this guy is doing that, let's just go over. Let's get our truck. Get the cover on it. Yeah, definitely going to take a little bit of getting used to driving this stuff on this TV. Now, you might not be able to tell any difference in the videos once they're posted. I don't really know. I'll just leave that sit right there. We want this guy. We're going to put it on corn, and we'll drive it over there. We're not going to start yet, but we're going to drive it over there. Wow. Now we'll just ride along with this guy again. Headphones are kind of hurting my ears. I haven't been wearing them in a while. Easy, easy, easy. Woo. Boy, I just barely grabbed that controller in time to have been able to stop him should they have pulled out in that other field. Boy, it's always so scary when they do that. Oh, we are going to get the long runs. I was thinking I was kind of got started at a different angle. Now we don't have to worry about it pulling out in that other field because the angle will miss it. Ooh, close. Oh, easy. Wow. All right. Very good. That worked out real well. Well, I gotta get me a drink of Coke Zero here, guys. I don't drink alcohol. So anytime I'm talking about getting a drink, it's going to be Coke Zero. Or I should say at least 99% of the time. I might drink a Dr. Pepper once in a while, or a root beer or something like that. Mountain Dew. I like Mountain Dew. But like I said, 99% of the time, it's going to be Coke Zero. Unless I'm drinking water. I don't do that a lot. This cultivator really does a pretty good job of figuring out where it's supposed to start and stop at. I really have not had any complaints. Sorry, guys. There were a couple of places on the other side of the field over there where the trees are, where this thing, like, I could see, that's what that gouge is. That's where one of the dips in the field is. You can almost see there's a little dip over there where this thing is gonna, I think it's gonna skip. And we'll have to see what happens. I know with the cedar, and I think with this planter that we're going to use. Sorry guys, I don't know why I got this cough. It's almost like there's something in this apartment that I'm allergic to. I don't normally have an allergy issue, but ever since I've actually been in this apartment, I've had like sinus issues. And that's kind of weird. I don't normally have those kind of problems. It might just be the air conditioning also. Because I'm not really used to air conditioning. Well, where I was living before, I did not have air conditioning. At the homeless shelter, there was air conditioning. I didn't have control over that, but now here, I have like one of these motel style air conditioners that's, you know, stuck through the wall at the floor level, right underneath the front window by the front door, just exactly like you'd see if you walked into a motel room. And I'm not used to air conditioning. I don't run the air conditioner that much. I do run it for a little bit. Like I ran it for maybe a half hour before I started the live stream, just to kind of knock some of the humidity down in the room. Otherwise, I just leave the fan blowing so it doesn't run the compressor. Keep my electric bill down. I don't know how much the electric bill is going to be here. And I certainly don't want to risk having a big electric bill, especially on the first time. So I'm trying not to run lights. I don't have any lights on in here. In the room I'm sitting, I'm in my living room, but I don't have any of the lights on in my living room right now, just the TV. I have like I think the stove light in the kitchen is turned on. So I do have a little bit of ambient light in the living room. And then I think there's like a small lamp, a USB type lamp with LED lights in my, back in my bedroom that's turned on. But I'm trying to keep everything turned off as much as possible until I can figure out you know, how the electric's going to be. Like I said, it's been a while since I've had to pay bills like that. And because I now have Medicare. Now see, that guy did not back up quite far enough. I was bragging about it. And then they mess up. All right, well, I've had to start paying for Medicare, and that's almost $200 a month out of my Social Security. And my Social Security was not that much to start with. So now I'm $200 less income-wise. So I got to really be careful. And it's funny because my daughter and my son-in-law, they'll talk to me about getting a moped or getting a car or a pickup truck or something. And say, hey, yeah, I'd love to have those things, but those things cost money. I now have 2 TVs I have to replace, and that's going to cost me $1,000 that I don't have. Why did that guy say he was done? Getting a little bit crazy here. Slow down, take your time. There we go. There we go. Now hopefully I can remember what angle to set this thing when I do the planter, so I can go in the same angle. I keep forgetting that I can go right down here on my laptop and hit that like button. Bam! I have 1 like on my live stream. Oops. Nope. See? I brag about him and he starts messing up. I'm watching the counter on my laptop right there for a second, guys. I'm also trying to keep an eye on what's going on screen. So I'm watching that counter for a reason. Now see, you are not finished. We have been live streaming for 1 hour, guys. That's why I was watching that counter. 60 minutes. It just clicked over the 60-minute mark. So 1 hour live stream. And it feels good. It feels good to be back, guys. Although I have to admit, I will be glad when I have the bigger TV. And it's up on a pedestal or some kind of stand. I'm not going to mount it to the wall. I had my TV mounted to the wall in the other place I was living, but I'm not going to do that here again. It says he's finished when they're not finished. I don't understand that part. Just turn around. Maybe it's too close to the trees or something. I guess the main thing is that we catch it when it starts to skip a spot. So we have to do it ourselves anyway. But anyway, yeah, guys, it's really nice to be able to be back live streaming. We're just going to do 2 fields tonight. We're going to get this field done. We'll go turn that wheat field, and we'll plant. I think we'll plant barley. I'll have to look at. I think I got soybeans going everywhere. Well, I still have. I'm not sure how many soybean fields I still have. Sorry, guys. Had to yawn. It is. What time is it? 12:17 a.m. 12:17 in the morning on Sunday morning, June 23rd. Where are you going? So you can tell he's going to drop it right there instead of back here. And you know me, guys. Well, if you're a regular watcher, you know me. I'm going to have to reposition. Well, he said it was finished anyway, which is all right because I was going to reposition it. Because I don't like for the bulk of the equipment to be hanging over the edge of the field. I don't care if a little bit of it overhangs. But basically, I don't like for it to overhang, so I like to reposition it. I also don't like driving on the field if I don't have to. I could just drive across it. It's not going to hurt nothing. I can sneak up through here. I don't mind doing that. I'm going to need this. So we're just going to drive it over there. I can just sit down here. It's fine. So now we need our planter. Well, here it says fold cedar. It's calling it a cedar. But if you look through the menus, I'm pretty sure this is a planter. Let's see if we can look at something. Just to see. We have cedars, look, cedars. That's those. And that's the planter. And that's what we're using. We're using a planter, and now it calls it a cedar. Oh well. Let me see. I'm just trying to think of which direction I really want to work in. I'm going to have to put in a row down here. What's going on with this guy? We're just going to do it like this. Okay, we've got corn. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Now this piece of equipment too, you have to watch it, because it will go out in your other field and start planting. So you do have to, if you're working two fields that are close together, you do have to watch that. I've learned that the hard way. So make sure if you're doing this and you're putting in fields, especially if their edges are curved, make sure you leave a little bit of room between them. I almost have these, boy, this is like on the borderline of being close together. I did one before on calmlands, and I had them too close together, and I learned the hard way. And we're going to let this guy go, see what happens. I think that might be exactly what we're looking for. Or maybe that way. And we'll find out. As long as he starts and stops in the right place. That's the main thing we're looking for. Okay, well, it's not working very fast. 3 miles an hour. It is uphill. I'll have to give it that. He's working on a hillside. This whole map is on a hillside. We have kind of looked at that before a time or two. We may look at it again at some point. I'm trying to find a place to set my PlayStation controller down. Like I said, the whole situation, the whole setup here is totally new to me. So having tables in the right places and stuff like that, because I just have my laptop sitting in a lawn chair. I have my gaming chair and a lawn chair in my living room. And right now my laptop is sitting in the lawn chair just so I can see the screen and monitor chat and see if there's anybody actually watching with me. And there is. And I do appreciate it. It's always more fun when there's somebody else at least watching. Now I think at some point this planter is going to skip a few spots, and then we'll have to try to fix them. And I don't remember that being an issue on FS19. But then again, I may not have played this map on FS19. No, maybe I didn't. So yeah, we're going to do the other field. We'll harvest it and get it replanted. And we'll replant it. I think we're going to plant it with barley. I may go over to the silo and take a look and see what we have in the silo. And that may help me decide what crop I want to put in there. So pretty much whatever I'm lacking, as far as now, that's just for the arable crops, for wheat, barley, oats, sorghum. Whichever one I am lacking is what I'll probably grow. Because I think that's our biggest field for this type of crop. Or at least it's the biggest one I think we have at the current time. We will have other fields though. But the next field we want to put in is going to be a big potato field. We probably have enough money to be able to do that now, but it would take quite a bit of what we have, so I'm not ready to do that yet. I want to get up to about $5 million. Because pretty much, well, I don't want to say, I don't remember how much the equipment costs. It's going to cost us at least $500,000 for the equipment. And then we've got to buy the land also. Every once in a while I have to move my headphones around. I got to get used to having them on my head again. They make my ears a little bit sore. Or maybe I should just say uncomfortable. I kind of started this live stream a little earlier than what I kind of was before. I was trying to start around midnight on my other live streams. I didn't start all of them at that time, but I would try to start around midnight in that time frame. And I was just excited to get on here tonight, so I actually started almost an hour earlier. Maybe not quite an hour earlier, but, well, no, not an hour earlier. It's 12:30 now. Yeah, not quite an hour earlier, but 45 minutes maybe. Anyway, I was just excited. I wanted to get on, go ahead and start. But most of the time I'll probably try to start around midnight. Now somewhere up in here, we're getting close to the place where this thing would skip. It's more down a ways, over on that left-hand side there. And you can kind of see it's on a hill. You can see it sloping down right there in front of us. That worked out nicely. That worked out real well. And I'm very pleased with how that worked out. I actually needed to back up just a little bit more. Well, it looks like it still skipped that little spot. Interesting. Oh well, I fired that guy for nothing. Maybe I fired that guy for nothing. I think it's written in the contract, though, that I can fire people just because I feel like it. Now, wouldn't that be something if it was programmed into the game? The more you needlessly fired a helper, the worse job that helper would do. So every time you got to worker C, if you fired worker C a bunch of times, then they're going to be less motivated to work for you and stuff. And they might sabotage your job. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad they haven't calculated that into this game. Now really, I don't fire the helpers needlessly. I may accidentally fire one from time to time because I hit the wrong button, but I don't do that very often. So most of the time, if I dismiss a worker, it's because they messed up, not just because I take enjoyment out of costing people their livelihood. I'm pretty pleased with this farm overall so far. Well, it started in the right spot that time. Now, I do have to tell you, at 6 miles an hour, this thing seems pretty slow compared to 12 miles an hour that the harvester was running. We are operating at half speed, and it certainly feels like it. When you're sitting here looking at it like this, it just seems like it's going so slow. It's getting a little bit warm in here, but I do not want to turn the air conditioner on. The air conditioner is loud, so I do not want to turn the air conditioner on. So I kind of just repositioned my chair a little bit where I'm more in direct path of the fan. I do have the fan turned on. So I just rolled my my chair. It rolls. It's just a regular gaming chair. You may have seen it in one of my previous videos. Just a standard gaming chair. So I rolled it over a little bit so it's kind of sitting in front of the fan so I get a little bit of air. I don't like having fans blowing in my face though, and that's the problem. Even here you can see the angle of this field, how uphill it is, going up that way. And then it goes back uphill over on that side. And right up here is where it messes up. Maybe a few more passes to the right. Yeah, maybe 1, 2, 3 or 4 passes to the right over there. You can almost see over on the edge of that field right there, right here. Boom. Right in there is where it messes up. Nope. Back up. See, I had to fire that guy, but it was not needlessly. He did not start in the right spot. So, he had to be dismissed. So next time I hire him, he may have a vendetta. I hope not. All right, guys, there's 90 minutes, an hour and a half live stream so far. And we've got at least, I'd say that much, probably more to go. Well, I'm sure we got more than that to go because we got that whole other field to do. And we haven't finished this one yet. Okay. I wasn't sure it was going to finish at the end. It slowed way down. Alright, back up there. Back on up. Now I'm thinking, like on the next run or two is where it was messing up. But maybe the direction I have it working in now is going to let it work better. I don't know. We'll see. We will see what happens. Something I should check. Just to make sure. Days per month, 1. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had that set back to 1 day per month. I know at one point there I had to change it to 2, just because there was too much work to get done on the 1 day. And that is one good thing about this game. You can just go into your settings and change stuff however you need it to work best with what you've got going on. Well, I'm not sure how many more passes we have. See, it looks like he's just going to get stuck and not even finish. If he manages to drag it out of there. Will it start in the correct spot though? Or will they get fired? That is the question. It's going to get fired. Yep. See? Because he didn't want to back all the way up to here. Why not? That's all he had to do. Back on up to there. And they would have kept their job. See, I don't fire people needlessly. get this guy started, and then we don't really have to wait to go to our grain elevator. Oh. We can look on the menu over here and see what we've got, what we have stored. So we have that. We have this. What do we have? Wheat 167. Barley is 50. We got 128. We got 223. And then we have 90. So yeah, we'll go with barley. We will go with barley. It's going to start in the wrong spot. I could see it trying to figure out where it was going to start at. I knew it was going to be in the wrong place. Now that sure looked to me like it missed on that end right there. Oh, I gotta turn it on. Oh, it did a little bit. I thought maybe it was going to tell me it was finished again. Well, it did not mess up over there anywhere. So that's interesting. Maybe it's just the angle. Or it could be right up here. Right up here could be where it was messing up at. I don't really remember. I thought it was up that way a little bit more, but it could have been right in here. Uh-huh. because we can't fix this spot while we're here. Taken care of. I think that's the only 2 spots. Yeah, I think there were only 2 places where it did that. Oh, come on. I don't want it to keep telling me it's finished when it isn't. I just want it to finish so we can move on to the next field. Yeah, you got it. Good job. Let's back up just a little bit. All right. Let me see, can I get this through here? I don't think I've ever tried taking this through here before. Yeah, I can make it. I should go down and use the road, but I'm kind of okay with doing it like that too. Okay, so that field is completed. What we're going to do with this guy, we're going to get up here. Let's figure it out. We'll just let it run. I think this is the angle I normally was running this particular field at, right here. One thing about it, we do not have to worry about the harvester pulling out into a neighboring field unless it's the same crop type, because it will only harvest one crop type at a time. He stopped. Why did he stop? Okay, now let's see. Fertilizer spreader is next. I done put it away. I'll go ahead and get it down there. We should have enough fertilizer in it. It'll be somewhere around right here. Such a good guess. Where is our truck? Where is our truck? That was pretty good. Pretty good guess about where to park. Now, I think what we need to do, we'll go feed the chickens once we get this field harvested. I don't think they need a lot. Oh, look here. I did not notice this. Certainly did not know that it had missed that spot like that. I just barely did catch it, didn't I? So just counting it. Couldn't have got any closer than that. Wow. We'll just leave the truck sit there. is fine. Alright, guys, I gotta take a quick break. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let you ride along with this harvester. Okay guys, I'm back. And hopefully this guy didn't mess up. We have been live streaming for 2 hours. Just hit the 2-hour mark. We're going to get this field finished before we quit. I am getting a little bit tired though. First live stream in a while, and it's 1:15 in the morning where I live. So I kind of got to get myself back on like a live stream schedule. Which actually should be a little bit easier to do because I can sleep whenever I feel like it now. I mean, I miss my grandkids. I lived with them for 3.5 years, so being a daily part of their lives, or them being a daily part of my life, and that's not the case now. So I do miss them coming in and spending time with me and stuff. But I'll get used to it. Boy, that guy don't even really slow down until he gets to the end, does he? So. Boy, I really don't want to turn that air conditioner on, but it's kind of warm in here. Probably not so bad if I'm sitting in the direct path of the fan. I'm afraid the air conditioner will be too loud. We're just going along for the ride right now. I'll set my controller down for a minute. As long as this guy doesn't mess up. We'll have to empty the tanks here in a minute, so we'll just relax. And we'll get ready to empty it once again. don't. This harvester is going to be wiping out some signs here pretty quickly. Go. There go the signs. Yeah, well, we had to take out a sign. Well, that sign survived. I did not think it would. Nope. Stop. We're just riding along here, guys. I'm getting tired. Oh. I hope there was no more of those places. What was all that about? That was kind of weird. It was doing all that bouncing around back there. And it could be where I have that header lowered, because you don't have to have it lowered. It'll work the same with it lowered. One more pass. Look at that big old bump right there. Wow. Okay, now let's look and see. We're gonna go feed the chickens. And they probably don't need a lot. Yeah, they did not take much at all. Okay, we're through with this truck. Okay, now we need the fertilizer spreader. There we go. I got quite a bit of overspray on the edge of the field. I do that a lot. If I try to get too close, I end up having to come back and catch some because I get too far away. So I usually end up having a decent little amount of overlapping on the edge of the field, but that's okay. Now I do have to keep my eye on how much I have left of the fertilizer. You start getting low, you can hire a helper and just let them buy some. That's how I do it. All right. Let's go put this guy away. And then we come back and cultivate. Let's stop here. Fill it up. We might as well. There we go. Cultivator. Cultivator. Now we're not going to go all the way around this field with the headland road. We're just going to do this top side. When we get around over on this corner over here, we're just going to put a helper in it. Kind of hard to see the angle. So you kind of take a guess at it, and then you just let the helper determine the precise angle. And I think he found it okay. Let's see if he skips a spot up here or not. No, it looks like you got it. Okay. Alright, we'll just let this guy run. And then we just have to do the cedar, but let's take a look at the cedar while this guy is running. There's the cedar. And we want to set it to wheat, barley. So we are ready to start planting. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this cedar. I'm going to take it up to the top. hopefully the cultivator does what I need it to do. I don't know what it's doing. Looks kind of weird. Looks like it's going crazy. I'm actually going to be starting over here, like this. I'm not going to be starting it yet. I'm going to do one complete headland row all the way around with it. Now I could go ahead and start the planter or the cedar. In this case, it's the cedar. I could go ahead and start it. I don't have to do a headland row. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and run it like I normally do. I'm getting tired. That's why I was thinking I might go ahead and start that cedar just to get that process underway. We'll see if we can keep going like this for a while. I've only got the one more operation after this one. Signs are already knocked down. Well, hey, those survived all the way around. I'm surprised. The other two down there didn't, though. I'm just taking a little break here, guys, sitting back and just going for the ride while I got this cultivator running. There's nobody watching right now, so it gives me a chance just to sit back because I'm really tired. I've got to get back in the schedule for doing these live streams. It's going on 2 o'clock in the morning where I live. And it'll take me a few days to get used to being up late like this. I'll have to get a little more sleep during the day, which I can do that now because I have my own place. I can sleep whenever I feel like it, really. Unless my daughter's coming over. I normally will know that ahead of time, so. Oh, sorry guys, had a yawn. Yeah, when my daughter's coming over, I'll normally know ahead of time, so I can kind of schedule around that as far as sleeping and stuff. I do need to be able to get more sleep, like a little earlier in the evening, if I'm going to be up late like this. So I really didn't have a chance to do that today because my daughter brought the TV and everything over, and my son-in-law fixed my refrigerator in the sense that he changed the handles on the door so that the swing, it had a right-handed swing on it and I wanted a left-handed swing. So now it has what does it have? No, it has a right-hand swing. It had a left-hand swing. Now it has a right-hand swing, which is what I wanted. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, the way it was positioned in my kitchen, the refrigerator door opened out into the hallway instead of opening into the kitchen. Now it opens into the kitchen. You know, most new refrigerators, you can just swap the handles from side to side, the handles and the hinges, and you can set it up to work the opposite way. Well, I shouldn't say on most. There are refrigerators that are designed that way, and this one is one of those. So my son-in-law fixed it for me today. But because I had them over here, I didn't get to take a nap. I didn't crash out and sleep any like I normally would have before doing a live stream, but I was excited to be able to get back on here. And I didn't think I was going to be able to, even after they brought me the TV, because it's not a smart TV. So I was thinking, okay, I can't connect the TV to the Wi-Fi, so I can't do live streaming anyway. But then I realized the TV itself doesn't have to be connected to the Wi-Fi as long as the PS5 is, and it is. Because the broadcasting is actually coming from the PS5, not the TV. So I was glad I actually thought of that, because otherwise I would not have been doing a live stream. I would have made another video stating that I was not going to be able to do any live streaming. So I'm glad I was able to figure out that the TV itself does not have to be a smart TV. It does not have to be on Wi-Fi. It's the PlayStation that has to be on Wi-Fi. But a little bit of rest before I start doing this will be wonderful. because some of the live streams, they can get kind of long, you know. I do one of these big fields, man. We're in for a 5-6 hour live stream. And that would be hard for me to do tonight. And I mentioned, it's like, I don't have anything in this room. I have very little in this room, so it's like an echo. So it sounds really loud to me. I hope it doesn't sound loud. I think I don't have neighbors. I might have neighbors above me and below me, but I don't think I have neighbors directly to either side of me right now. I know on one side I do not, and I know on the other side, those people were moving out, and I think they may be out already. I'm not sure. I haven't been paying attention to their progress. I gotta roll back over here in front of this fan. Get some air. I don't want to turn that air conditioner on. I will turn the air conditioner on after I get done with the live stream. I think it's going to be too loud. I don't think you can hear the fan through the microphone on my headset, but I do think you hear the air conditioning and the compressor, because it's pretty loud. No. I'm really trying not to turn the air conditioner on, guys. I get over here in front of the fan where I can feel the fan blowing. It feels pretty good. One more operation. Welcome back, or welcome, whichever the case may be. Whoops. So we just finished cultivating that field, and we're going to plant barley. So we are going to do a headland row around this way. And then we will turn it loose by itself. And then that will finish this episode. Now, most of the time I don't actually do this, this headland row. I just get it started up on the other end. But I decided I would do one headland row around the whole field this time. Now what we need to do is like this. And then we just let it start running. Now, I was just saying a few minutes ago, I got to get a little bit used to the late night hours again. I didn't think I was going to be able to live stream. I mean, I thought I was going to be able to, and then my TVs were messed up. And then my daughter brought this TV over today. Actually yesterday at this point, but anyway, and because it's not a smart TV, I was thinking, oh man, still not going to be able to live stream. But then I realized it doesn't have to be a smart TV. The TV itself doesn't have to be connected to Wi-Fi, just the PS5, and it is. So, but normally I would try to get a little more rest during the day, but I wasn't able to do that today or earlier because my daughter and my son-in-law was here fixing some stuff. Not really fixing it, but like I had mentioned, my refrigerator door, he swapped the handles around on it for me so it opens the way I wanted it to open. It was opening in the reverse opposite direction from what I wanted. So he fixed that for me. So I didn't really get rest like I normally would when I'm going to live stream. So I'm pretty tired. So when we get this field done, this will be the last one. But that's all that was ready for this one anyway. But even if there was a third field that needed to be done, I don't think I'd be able to do it. It would have to wait until the next one. And I think I am going to start labeling these a little bit different. I'm not going to put episode numbers. I think I'll put the date of which the live stream was done in the title. Because I don't know what game I'm going to do. I mean, I should by the time I live stream, I'll probably know what game I'm going to live stream. So I can put the name of the game and the date. But I'm not going to try to keep track of episode numbers because I don't know what map I'm going to play on necessarily. I'll try to figure all that out so I can put it in the description, but I don't want to be set on anything specific when I get on to play, because I do want to play like Sniper Elite 5. I want to try some of that, live streaming it. So I'm just going to have to wait and see. I haven't tried to live stream any of that Sniper Elite 5, but I have access to it on my PS5 with the PSP account, because I have an extra account, extras, but I'm going to upgrade to the premium, so it gives me there's more availability of games that I might be able to do some live streaming with. Of course, most of the games that I get access to, I can't play. They're fighting games, and I just can't play those kind of games. But I did play some of that Sniper Elite 5. It was pretty fun. And if I can just play like one chapter at a time, that will be okay, because some of them take longer than others. But even on that, I found that there are safe places where you can hide. So with the way my hands hurt and everything, that was the game I was able to put the controller down and like stretch my hands for a few minutes to get some of that stiffness out of them. Some of the soreness and the stiffness. And we have been live streaming for 3 hours. We have crossed the 3-hour mark. I don't know exactly when we crossed it. Within the last few minutes, though. 3 hours. And for those who do watch during the live stream, I do want you to know I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, I got to keep moving over here in front of this fan. I don't want to turn the air conditioner on. It's too loud. All right, you can tell I'm getting tired, guys. Getting really quiet. And that happens when I start getting really tired. But that's okay. We just got to finish this operation. Get this thing planted. That's a nice looking shot of the farm right there. That looks pretty cool, actually. It does show you the slope of the terrain. There's no place that's actually flat, except way down towards the bottom of the map on the other side of the river. But that kind of shows you. You can see how hilly it is. I almost leaned back in my chair and pulled my controller in the floor. Well, we're getting closer. It's more than halfway done. Sorry, guys. I got this cough. And I have these sinus drainage issues. I think it's because of this air conditioner. Because I'm not really used to having air conditioning in the house I was living in. Before coming here, there was no air conditioning. There was at the shelter. But it was a little bit different than here too. It was central air. And the vents were in the floor, so I didn't have anything blowing directly in my face. This unit here, it's like one of those motel type that you just inside the front door, under the window, just like a motel. In fact, like the whole front of the building is like a motel. You just have a common breezeway that everybody walks down, and you've got to pass everybody's front door and front window. I don't like that. Thankfully for me, there's a stairwell directly across from my front door. So to get from the stairs to my front door, I don't have to pass anybody else's door. I can walk straight into my front door. So that's pretty much what I'll do. There is an elevator, but I have to pass everybody's door to get to it. It's all the way down at the other end of the breezeway. So I won't be using the elevator that much. Thankfully, I'm on the second floor, so 14 steps to get up to the top, 2 sets of 7. So not too bad. At least I'm not climbing up to the 4th floor. If I was on the 4th floor, I would have to use the elevator. I have a heart condition that won't let me climb stairs and stuff too much. Every once in a while I could climb, probably not 4 flights though. So far I haven't had any problem. Like I said, just this 1 flight of stairs, 2 sets of 7, but one level. I'm on the 2nd floor. And so far I have not had any trouble making it up those stairs, but I have had times in the past when I would have to stop halfway up those stairs and sit on the landing there for a minute and then finish the other 7 steps up to my front door. And I'm sure there will be times like that again. Because there are some times I can't go very far. And thankfully where I live right now, in this new apartment, the location is great. I like the location. You know, I'm a 10-minute walk from a Family Dollar. I'm probably, I don't know, a 20-minute walk, maybe a little bit less, but a 20-minute walk to a main grocery store. Not the one I normally use, but it is close. So there could be some stuff that would be worthwhile for me to walk over there, about a 20-minute walk. And then my daughter lives about a 10-minute walk. She's about 1 block farther than Family Dollar. So it's probably about a 10-minute walk over to her house, my youngest daughter. I got to walk over there sometime tomorrow or later today, but I'll go crash out, sleep for a while, go over there tomorrow afternoon, Sunday afternoon. It is Sunday. It is 2:30 in the morning where I live on a Sunday morning. And I will go over there about 3:30 this afternoon. About 13 hours from now. I'll go over there for a while. Actually, I'll go over there and do some laundry. She's got a washer and dryer. I'll go over there and use it. But she knows I'm going to. I already asked her. Just about to get this one finished. Now, next time when we do this field, we may do sorghum because it was the next lowest as far as the amount of liters we have stored in our silo. Because we had like 50,000 liters of barley and like 70,000 liters of sorghum. Because we got to remember that our goal, the goal on this map is to fill that silo and that silo extension. That's 100 million liters. Oh, there went the other sign. So we might as well do that right there. Oh my gosh. If I take my time, I can usually back these things up pretty good. The problem is I don't take my time. I get in a hurry. And once you start going too fast, you lose that pivot point and you're all out of control. Or not you, but the operator, which I guess would be me. If I go slow and take my time, I'm pretty good at it, but I tend to get in a hurry, and then it gets all squirrely. I do have to say I like this game. Not only because it's something where I can set the controller down and the game will keep playing, or at least, well, I have a helper doing something, but I mean, because I've been able to let this helper run pretty much this whole operation. And I've just been moving the camera around occasionally. But I have been able to also set the controller down, which is what I like. I like being able to set that controller down and the game still be advancing, still playing itself. So, but I do want to do some other stuff too. I want to make some regular videos, like jigsaw puzzles, maybe some cooking. I'm not a cook, but I got some ideas. So that might be fun. I really want to be able to do live streaming full time with my cell phone, but like I was saying, like at the beginning of this live stream, I don't meet the qualifications for YouTube to allow me to do live stream, and I have to go through PlayStation. So until that changes, I'll just be able to make regular videos or do the PlayStation live streams. But anyway, I do like doing live streams. And video games right now, like I was saying, is the only thing I actually can do until I figure something else out. But I just don't meet the YouTube requirements. And I'm not sure exactly what they are. I know at one time, like they said, you had to have 1,000 subscribers. And I have 23. So I'm a long ways from 1,000, you know. But then I think there's some other stuff too. You have to have a certain number of videos, and there's some other qualifications. But I think you can get those waived. But there's only a certain way to do it. So I think if I'm doing live streaming, if I show them that I do enough live streaming, even though I'm using a PlayStation to do it, I don't know what this guy's doing. This guy's done. So we'll park this thing. We'll just park this right here. All right, that's going to wrap up this one, guys. I want you to know, if whoever is watching right now was watching before I had to take this extended break, we lost our home that we were living in. One of my daughters and her husband are going through a divorce and stuff like that. So it's just a bad situation that got real bad real fast. So anyway, I ended up having to spend about a month at a homeless shelter, but then now I got my own place. So I just want to say, if you, the person who is watching right now, was watching previously when I was doing live streaming, thank you so much for coming back. Because I really do like doing this, and I like doing it when I have somebody watching. So if you were one that was watching prior to my extended break and you've come back, thank you. So we're going to bring it to a close right here. And we'll just save it, and this is where we'll start next time. I'm not sure what's going to be ready to work next time. We may have to sleep in order to have something to do, but we'll figure that out next time. So we're going to end it right here. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, God bless.